All right, everybody, and good morning. Welcome back to the crypto community. My name is Brad Hart, and as always, I'm joined by JJ Stillman. Hi, JJ.
Hello.
And today we're going to show you about how to register a .eth name. Now, if you haven't watched our video on airdrops, Web3 governance, and the various things that have been happening with ENS domains, I think it's really fascinating. It'll give you a really clear sense of what it means when the rubber hits the road in Web3 versus Web2. So check out that video and then come back here and get yours set up. Because I think this is a really cool thing. And who knows, they might do another airdrop in the future. You might get some free money. Again, not investment advice, just saying what might happen, right? It's a possibility. So they just did a huge airdrop. You can learn about the other video. But right now, JJ is actually going to set up his ENS domain, which he's been waiting to do until gas fees went down. They ain't going down. So we're just going to pay the gas, right? We don't worry about gas. We love gas.
We're just paying the gas.
Yeah,
And
gas works in our favor if we think about it that way.
I want to qualify something here. I actually had a couple ENS domains, a couple ETH domains that I bought when this came out, and then somebody offered me, a nice, pretty penny for them. I sold them to them, and I would have made a hell lot more if I just held on to those and got the drop.
That's true. That's true. I'm always reticent to sell my crypto assets too. And if I do sell them, I typically sell them because it's like a rarer one and I just go with a more entry level one and I collect the difference if I need the liquidity. That's just me. Do what you want. I don't like selling stuff. I want to just own stuff forever personally.
All right. So I'm going to go over here, top right corner. I'm going to hit launch amp. This is where we're going to go ahead and grab our domain. And I'm just going to type in JJ Stillman. You do not need to put in any URL identifiers. So here we go. There it is, jjstillman.eth. It's available. I'm going to click on it. I'm going to go ahead and connect my wallet. And as you can see, for 10 years to own this name, it's only going to cost me $50. Right. There's this nice little gas fee right here.
So just scroll up and down on the years just to show people how cheap it actually is. So it's really cheap actually to register for a longer period of time. It's like 0.001 ETH per year that you do it. So you might as well grab it for multiple years because I only had 2 ENS domains, but I got 15 years worth of registration for them. And it ended up getting me like $22,000 in free web stimmy. And this web stimmy hits hard. Like the Web3 stimmy, that's legit. It's not like some crappy government check. They send you $400. That isn't even worth $400 by the time you get it. This is like legit. You're buying into an ecosystem here. And even though it's not technically a security because it's a governance token, it sure feels like money in the bank. So kind of nice. So yeah, if you're going to grab one, get it for 10 years. What the hell's the difference? You're going to pay a few extra bucks.
Right, exactly. And the other thing is too, if you notice that for each year, it only went up like $10 for gas fees, guys. So you're going to save some money on gas fees because you do have to pay that gas fee every time you register.
That's right.
So, all right. So I'm going to hit request to register.
You got it in the right wallet, the one you want to use?
Yep. I got everything in my wallet.
So this is going to be his public wallet because obviously he doesn't want to dox himself on his private wallets and connect them to what he is. Now, if people are really savvy, they can figure out what you own and what you don't. But there's always that, reasonable doubt unless you like put your name on the wallet, which is essentially what he's doing right now. So if you don't want people to know what's tied to you and what you own, don't put one of these on a wallet where it's like long-term stuff, right? And stuff that you don't want to be known as owning. Put this on a wallet where it's like a burn wallet or a wallet you just use for public transactions, or you put it on your Twitter, stuff like that.
And guys, I apologize again. Like I said earlier, I'm ADHD, so you see me moving around on video. This is why I try to stay off video as much as possible because I cannot stay still.
All right, move around. I move around. It's cool. And I can always fill dead air, not to worry. So what we're waiting on right now is for the blockchain to get his act together. We're just waiting for the blockchain to confirm this transaction. So it's going to say, hey, we're going to request to register. You're going to have to wait a minute. And then you're going to have to complete the registration. So you're going to have to sign multiple transactions. Could you actually reshare your screen so we can see the whole screen, see the transactions that pop up so people can see it?
Oh, yeah, definitely.
So you might have to sign 1, 2, or 3 transactions.
I signed one already, which was 16 gas.
Yep.
So, and it's going to ask me, I know, a couple more times, and I didn't share the right screen yet again. we won't have that. We'll show them all the bloopers. We need a blooper reel.
Yeah.
All right, here we go.
Okay, so now you can see JJ's full screen. So next time that it asks you to sign a transaction, it'll pop up as a MetaMask transaction, and he'll be good to go. So if you click,
all right, here's the register.
Yep, it's moving fast today.
It is.
So now you can see more gas. So again, the estimate that it gave you in the beginning was the gas for registering and then gas for actually completing the transaction, but it's all in one number. So you'll just see it broken up into multiple. And that's not necessarily how much you'll pay. It's just the maximum of what it'll allow you to pay, if that makes sense.
Exactly. And that's one thing we need to definitely clarify in here, especially for those. And like me, I am one that worries about gas fees. I hate gas fees. I feel like I'm paying the man every time I pay a gas fee. Okay. It's not a money thing for me. It's, man, why am I paying the man more money? But
who's the man in this transaction? I'm just curious.
The planet. Anyway.
I mean, the blockchain is not anybody. It's just a system. You're just paying a computer essentially to process your transaction.
I'm still paying the man.
Still paying the man. The man takes many forms, apparently.
So with that, I've also noticed, something might be $300 was the estimation, and I only spent $60.
Right. So don't freak out if you see a big gas fee. It just means that's the most you could pay. If everything was like maxed out and everybody was trying to transact in that same block, that's the most you could pay. Otherwise, if it gets higher than that, it'll revert the transaction, you won't pay anything. But if it's lower than what you recommend, because sometimes you set the gas fees lower, that's dangerous too, because if it drops the transaction, you still pay the gas. So I don't really mess around. I just pay whatever they tell me to pay. I pay if I'm in a hurry. I pay to speed it up. You only pay a few extra bucks and it's just done in 2 minutes instead of 40 minutes sometimes, because otherwise you can wait for a bunch of blocks to go by and you don't get included. So I just like to get it done and be done with it. So JJ just did all his transactions. He paid the gas. He's now set up. He has to set this as his primary ENS name. I think that's the last transaction you're going to have to pay for.
Yep.
So like that. JJ Steelman, save. And now one more gas fee.
Oh, I gotta put
Hold on, I can solve this. Don't move. Don't move. Send me your address. I got this.
All right.
Here's the other cool thing is you can add money to the wallet while you're in the middle of a transaction. So I'm going to do that for him now. I'll have to do it.
And see, I thought I put enough in there. This does happen, guys.
Yeah. Yeah. This is good to know what you can do with it. So like, you don't have to start over. You don't have to freak out. Oh my God, I didn't have enough. You can literally send more to the wallet while it's going on. So as soon as JJ texts me his address, I'm going to grab it, copy it, pop it into my MetaMask here, sends. How much you need? $100?
Yep.
All right. And that's ending in 8BC9, correct?
Correct.
Okay. So we're going to send not 100 ETH, 100. What would be $100 in ETH? About 0.01. That's 40. Let's do 0.02, 80, 0.025. Okay. $100 and cents. So now in real time, while we shoot the shit and talk about stuff, we can see if that shows up. So where's the transaction that it's waiting for you to do?
And let's see here. We're going to save.
Okay, now you're at 79. So just leave this open. You'll see once the funds clear, which should be any minute, it'll go from insufficient funds to sufficient funds. Your funds will be more than sufficient shortly.
Yep.
Okay, so it says that this transaction is complete on my ends. Let's see on Etherscan if it's complete.
And look at that.
Look at
there
that. Bada bing, the money's there. See,
look how fast that is, guys.
So, sometimes the man isn't so bad, JJ.
No, it's not. It's not. And here's the thing that was great about that. It literally took 15 seconds.
Yeah, I was just able to send JJ. Nobody had to approve it. Nobody had to be like, "Oh, I'm sorry, you never spent money with JJ before. We're gonna have to hold your money forever on PayPal." Or, "Oh, you never quick paid this person before, so you can only send them $2 or any of that crap." You could tell I love traditional banking. I said, "Hey, man, you need money? Cool, sending you money. Done." It's like it's a simple thing. It should be simple. That's the way it's meant to be.
For those of us who like sci-fi, you hear about credits, you hear about script. This is that, guys. We're running into the future here, and it's going to be like this eventually in the next couple of years. You're going to tap your phone on somebody else's phone, and you're going to pay them with crypto, and the transaction is done.
Yeah. So right now we're just waiting on, and you can see in MetaMask, if you click into MetaMask right now,
yep,
and you click on Etherscan, you can either speed it up, which you don't have to do, but you can click on top right. I'm just impatient. I love hitting the speed up button personally. So now we'll see that this transaction should be completed in about a minute, 45 seconds. It's going to show you how much the max is. So 95, keep that number in mind, because I'm guessing it'll be less. And the gas in the GUI. So here we go. It just confirmed. He paid 86, not 95. He paid 166 on GUI instead of 185 or whatever it was. And the gas is a little high, but still done transaction. Now you got jjsteelman.eth. It's obviously showing up in the blockchain as his address now, having paid for it, which is pretty cool. And now you save that. And the only thing left to do is to set up the reverse name lookup. So if you go back, or wait, maybe you just did that. Reverse record?
I just did that. That's what that was.
Yep. Yeah. So you just did that. So now everything should be set up. So now if you look at the top here, you'll see his address is the registrant and the controller. You'll see the expiration date, which is 10 years from today. So you can set a calendar reminder, which I recommend. Also, a little hack, if you find a domain that you want that's expiring soon, you can put it in your calendar to remind you in case they don't renew it or that person dies, God forbid, or whatever. Now you have that in your calendar to remind you to grab it so that you can get it. So I have a bunch of domains in my calendar as well that I'm like, yo, one day I'm going to grab this. The other hack that is pretty cool about this is you can actually have emojis in your name. So you could get like a bunch of emojis as a name. You could set up your email, URL, your Twitter, Telegram, all this stuff, different addresses, although I haven't tested that out yet for different cryptos. There's a lot you can do with this. It's pretty cool. I don't recommend you do all that. It's a lot of gas, but having your ETH address at the very least makes sense, I think.
Yeah, because if I go to Etherscan now and I type in jjsteelman.eth, I should be able to, there it is.
There it is. Yeah, it's all set. And just like that, we have a public address tied to your name, paid a little bit of gas and took 10 minutes.
Yep.
All right. So
and now, if anybody watching this video wants to send ETH donations to jjsteelman.eth
or Bradhart.eth for that matter,
or Bradhart.eth, there you go.
Yeah. So we do accept tips in crypto. Thank you for that. Okay, guys. So yeah, if you've gotten value out of this video, please let us know. If you have more questions about ENS or registering an ETH domain, awesome. If you get an airdrop in the future, you're welcome. And let's keep cranking and keep the questions coming. It's been awesome. We love the energy in the group. I know we're throwing a lot of stuff at you. We want to make this comprehensive and just blow you away with value. So really grateful you're here. All right.
And here's the thing. I want to add one more thing. I'm going to send one NFT to person who actually goes through this process. So if you watch this video, you post your ENS address and you make sure you set it up properly, I will send you one ETH NFT.
So here's a question that comes up with that is I've heard, maybe they didn't have it set up right, so I don't know, but I haven't tried this yet. I've heard that people have sent NFTs to ETH addresses and it didn't work. Have you heard anything like that?
No, I did. I do it for you all the time.
Okay. So you send it to Bradhart.eth.
Yep.
Okay. And it works. Okay. So we know it works. So that's fine. And just don't send anything besides Ethereum stuff. So that's Ethereum itself, the coins, that's ERC20 tokens. So tokens on the Ethereum network and NFTs, which are 721 or 1155 or whatever it is. That's all you should send to an ETH address. Otherwise it could get lost.
Yep. All right. Now we can finish.
All right. That's the end of this video. Take JJ up on his cool offer, get your DNS or ENS name rather, and enjoy. Talk to you soon.